get it,
But
but
he's
I hate
looking
to
at the
say this,
record.
Tiger. You right, and that may be the case. But dog, you know this recruiting shit crazy, dog. Like, bro, like this job crazy. So now think about it. You putting all your time in these 26 kids, 27 kids, hell, even some 28 kids. And now you trying to say, okay, who can I get in here? Who gonna commit? Who gonna decommit? Who gonna add for all this money? I mean, I don't know how those conversations are going. We talking from a fan perspective on the outside looking in. I don't know what conversation. You just heard Kirby Smart talking about paying a bit 20,000 a month just to stay committed. I don't know if this dude. I'm just talking,
That's
but dog
crazy.
man, what did the dude say? Hey, coach, I need 20 grand a month to stay committed to y'all. You a 27 kid, bitch. You on the payroll for 2 years, like. Like you never. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, you talk to him, but I'm just saying, what you it's so crazy out here, bro. I don't know how these dudes coach football, man. I don't know how they coach football in this shit today, bro.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
that's the
to
last
me,
thing you do is coach football.
and see that's why Prime
Yeah.
do the way he do it. Prime might don't jump on dudes early. He wait until that last 6 months before he jump on you. I'm not finna be your boo boo the fool and wine and dine you for a
Yeah,
year plus, and then you switch up and go to somebody. I'm gonna get you on his tail end when it's really time to make this real decision. And if you really
bro. I'm gonna
want to
tell
do
you
this,
this.
yeah,
I tell you this, Tiger. And I was actually gonna do a video on this because I do these breakdowns on these kids, and I always see Colorado and I see Miami like in a top five, top four, right? Like the Sedarian Morgan kid.
yeah,
Some of these kids, they using that shit as leverage.
Mm-hmm.
They
yeah,
no, they don't have no dog. I don't think Sedarian Morgan had any intent of going to Colorado. And I'm not knocking. I'm just saying they're using this as leverage and push power. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And we talked about it. Like a lot of people want to keep some of these weapons out of Coach Prime hand, so they're willing to pay a little more out of spite for Prime. But that's gonna be at their own detriment because if you overspend, now you're gonna have a imbalance on your payroll.
Yeah, but the players know that. So they're using it as leverage. Like they're
Yeah,
using that as, you know what I'm saying?
So
Shit.
look, so Coach Hayes, do you see Sedarian Morgan kind of changing his mind and maybe now considering like, look, bro, they look promising with the kid Juju Lewis, the offensive lineman that they're recruiting, Brett Collier, Deacon Smith, with some of the pieces that they're trying to bring in next year. Do you think he might?
Man, these dudes trying to get paid. They don't give a damn about winning no championships. I was just talking to my dog that was coaching. He coaching in college. He's in the NFL. And I was just talking to him today, dog. He said, bro, if you ain't cutting checks, they don't give a shit about no gold jacket. These shorties don't care about no damn record. They don't care about no bowl game. They don't care about none of that. They're gonna say that, but they want to get their money now.
I
They
kind of
ain't
what Prime was alluding to in the interview he just did with Asante Samuels. He's like, bro, I don't think a guy will hit the 50 interception mark anymore because it's to your point. These guys are only worried about a check nowadays. They don't give it the and it's extremely hard to reach the 50 interception mark in your career.
yeah. If you
and
look, but you look at it, bro. You look at a cat like Sedarian Morgan. He the top dude. This is no knock. I'm being honest. This is no knock to Colorado and even Miami. But he ain't even got Miami on this. But I'm going. It's like he equivalent to the Jeremiah Smith when I'm talking about the ranking. I ain't talking about the
Mm.
actual play. I'm going where they producing bitches. That's it.
yeah,
And I'm going where they gonna cut the check. And who cutting the check? It's about six top schools out there:
Another
Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State. They
reason why
cutting major checks.
another reason
Yeah.
why I asked you that because Colorado had the most receivers that got drafted this year.
Yeah, but they got drafted low. I'm the top damn receiver. I'm trying to be drafted in the first round. Yeah, I know you had Travis Hunter, but what I'm saying is I hear you and that you're not wrong, Will. But if I'm Sedarian Morgan, I don't give a fuck about no LeJounte Wester.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, I'm
he's
just calling a spade here. I'm just saying.
it's
I don't
Hunter.
care about. Yeah,
Right?
I'm just saying. I'm trying to be the top dude. I'm trying to be in the first round. That's where the money at.
But so these kids aren't trying to. look at fit. They're not trying to look at where quarterbacks are. They're not. You know what I mean? So they're
Why do that
strictly
when you
going
could
on
leave?
money.
Why? When I could leave.
Yeah,
That's
Mm.
I'm
the
gonna go
whole
to the
point.
highest bidder. I'm gonna go to the highest
Mm.
bidder. If it work out there, we gonna fly. If it don't work out, I'm gonna slide.
I
And
leave.
that, and this is all
That's crazy.
the institution's fault, man. This ain't nothing for
Yeah.
payback. Players should have been getting paid all this goddamn time. So now that the table's done turned and the shoe on the other foot, they handling the game just like the
Bro,
owners
they
and
playing it. They playing the
the
game,
AD's been doing.
yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They doing just like the coaches was doing. Hey man, a matter of fact, perfect example. Remember when the Alabama job came open, right?
Mm-hmm.
All them coaches that was under Jimmy Sexton, what happened? They all said they leaving. Lane Kiffin got a boost. Mike Norvell got a boost in pay. All these people got a boost in pay because they
Very.
played the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man, you
and
should
and now I can leave. It ain't like I'm get paid. And I'm stuck there 4 5 years. Man, that shit don't work out. But what's the boy name that the safety that played at Alabama and left him with Ohio State?
Oh, you
Malachi.
talking about
Down,
No,
down.
not Malcolm.
Downs?
Downs.
Downs.
Oh,
Down.
Caleb Downs. He
Oh
go to
Bro,
yeah.
Caleb Downs was gonna be a draft pick if he stayed at Alabama or not. What he said, man, I'm finna go get this check.
I need that money.
nah,
Yeah.
That's
that
crazy.
to win. He won.
I mean, I guess it ain't, but I don't know, man.
Is it
So
I
I
don't
ruining
know.
the game? Is the question.
no.
Yeah,
Why?
Hell
so
yeah.
I think
Why is
so.
it ruin the game? Cause
That's bullshit, dog. Tight,
I'm
you know.
okay. Look at the championship when TCU was in the championship. That was really before all this NIL stuff hit like that. They said that was the worst championship of all time.
Yeah.
The only difference
I
I
think
see,
it's leveling the playing field, man. Honestly.
That's
no,
what I think.
the only thing that's leveling the playing field is that you could transfer. Only
Mm-hmm.
thing you did was take the money from under the table and put it
And put
on
it on
top of the
top.
table.
Yep. 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 Yep.
That's
Yep. Yep.
it. The only difference is now you could transfer without having to sit out. That's why a lot of shorties wouldn't leave. How many shorties you know gonna say, man, I was like Caleb Downs, for example, man, I'm balling out. I'm gonna sit out a year to go to Ohio State. No, they're not gonna do that. So now that they could just transfer school to school and get paid, that's what it is. The money part has always been there. Because like people even talk about salary cap. Oh, you got to put a salary cap. Well, guess what? A
They
dude will
still gonna
take.
pay him.
Motherfucker
It's
go
still
over.
no. A dude gonna take under money, so he'll be in the salary cap, and some booster
Mm-hmm.
gonna give him an envelope to make up the difference. It ain't gonna.
Right.
That part ain't gonna change.
Right.
Yeah.
It's gonna go right back under the table. Okay, well the
So what do
salary
you
cap
do?
is.
So
So what do you do?
It's been like this all time. Only thing is now Alabama can't get all the players. Georgia can't get all the players because it's been who cutting the biggest check. It's always been like the players is always, and it might not been the most money, but who got the best package? It's always been that. It's always
Since the
been that.
'80s.
For
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
since the back, you seen the movie Blue Chips. I don't know that's basketball, but
the
that's
same
always
thing.
been the case, man.
But the difference, though, Shell, is they could leave now. Before you had to get that money walking into the school,
Yeah,
and you
that's
be
true.
stuck.
And,
Now the
and no money
difference
for
is
cable.
I can go. No, I can go get a million from damn Georgia. I don't play my first year. I'm gonna leave and go to Auburn. And they're gonna pay me 2 million. I can go over here. I mean, I can go to the highest bidder. That was
Yeah.
the
That's what
only
the
difference.
quarterback did. Yeah, the quarterback from what's the Hawaiian kid name? What's
Hawaiian.
his name? Yeah, not
Nico.
Hawaiian. Nico. Yeah.
Nico.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
Nico
everybody trying
went
to get a
down
bigger
money though.
bag.
He went down money.
Nico's getting a bag already. He crazy for leaving.
But he went down money. He went back home. So sometimes it's more important to go where you want to be instead of be somewhere you don't want to be. So, all right, I look at it three different ways, y'all. If it's all about getting a bag, which going to the NFL is about getting a bag. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
gonna say all this stuff about winning the Super Bowl and all you want to. You trying to go to the NFL so you can change your family life. Like we trying to do what Jerry Judy did. What I posted earlier when Jerry Judy took that first check and split it up and got generational wealth, 100K house, 200K in investments, 300K in stocks and bonds. That's 800,000 in investments right there, and that's just in one of his millions. So he finna, you know what I'm saying? He finna change his family lifestyle if they do right by this money. All this
Yeah.
winning the Super Bowl and the championship. Y'all, who won the championship in 2012?
Shit, don't
Giants.
nobody remember that shit. You right.
Exactly.
Oh
But
no,
but
they
the
get
I
the
guy,
do.
the
money,
guy that
man.
got paid that year still staying in that house.
Yeah. But the
Hell
difference
no.
is though, but that's the thing though. That's the insurance policy, bro. The insurance
Hmm.
policy is let me get paid, right? And the rich get richer. If I'm the top dog, you don't think Jeremiah Smith making buku money and you know he gonna be the first 5 pick
I
when he
know
come out?
Henry
Yeah.
Williams is making a lot of money.
Shit,
Who?
shit, perfect example. Let's look at Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter, right? He got paid
Yeah.
through NIL and all the other stuff that go along with it. However, he got his dollars, he got right. Wasn't he one of the top dudes in
Right.
NIL, quote unquote, NIL money?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right under Shadur Sanders.
Okay, but guess what? And he went what number three, two overall, three overall, whatever it was.
Yep. Got like 40 mil guaranteed.
Come on, dog. It's about the money, dog. Like these people, this shit is all about money. I don't care what nobody say. These shorties out here starving, dog. You know, we could go with that. Well, the love of the game, man. The love of the game ain't never paid a house bill.
Hell no. You can love the game and still I can love something, but y'all still need to get paid. Like you love your wife, but she still gotta give it up when it's time to
Nah.
give it up, man.
Come on,
And this
dog.
is the thing about a lot of these championships. They use this championship as the carrot, as the carrot. Everybody chasing this championship. You sacrificing for the championship. But we did the math one time. We were talking to Gaz and Hurst one day, and he was like, "How did it feel like playing on them sorry teams?" And then compared when you went to San Fran. He said, "Yeah, it was better with at San Fran because I was with Jerry Rice and all that. We had a chance to win the Super Bowl." He said, "But I ain't gonna lie to you. Playing a short season and you getting paid the same money because they get less money in the playoffs game. So it's like we getting the bulk of our money throughout the season. So
They
we
get
get
paid for
three hundred
playoffs, man.
thousand dollars a game. We get to the playoffs and we getting 25,000. Like what? I'd rather be on the
Yeah.
boat right now.
Man, them championships don't do nothing but increase the value of the organization, the team. It don't do nothing for the players, man.
Exactly. So some dudes looking at it like, okay, I'm on this sorry team. Like, let's take somebody for example, like what's that big D tackle that came from
That boy
Yeah,
hit the
you
floor,
froze
man.
up. But sometimes the championship does help you get the bag. Like look at Joe Flacco, for example. He had to the Ravens weren't trying to pay him. He was like, all right, I'm gonna bet on myself. He went out that year, won the Super Bowl, and then they had to cut him the check. So sometimes winning the championship can help you get the bag.
well, hey, let me say this. Let me tap in real quick on this.
Yeah.
So I forgot that top D lineman that got drafted before Reggie Bush and before Matt Leinart and before Vince Young. He was a big D lineman that came from NC State.
And Dominican Sue? Oh no, NC
Nah,
State.
he came from.
he
Oh,
came from
I
NC
think I know who you
State.
talking about. I forget his name though. I know who you talking about.
Yeah, he ended up finished his career, I think, in Buffalo, and he went to Houston Texans. But he was one of the highest paid defense linemen in the game. Miles Garrett, one of the highest paid defense linemen in the game. Uh, Kirk Cousins, the highest paid quarterback in the game. None of these players won championships, bro.
Oh, yeah, they ain't getting it like that, man. It's
Yes,
about the bag, bro.
yeah. So at the end of the day, yeah, if you win championships, you might better make NIL deals and stuff like that. Like I got an energy drink right here with Jerry Rice. Let me show y'all this.
Uh-oh.
I got a Go energy drink with Muhammad Ali and Jerry Rice on this thing. So yeah, you can get paid NIL deal and stuff like that for the rest of your life if you was a GOAT. But if you know how to work social media now and you build up your platform like Cam Newton, he gonna get paid for the rest of his life too. He ain't win no championship in the NFL. He did one in the college, but not in the NFL. So it's
Yeah.
all about how you market yourself.
But I'll say this, Tiger. We also talking about the top of the top, right? You talking
Yep.
about that elite dude, right? But here's
That's
the thing. Shit, man, you could take a guy like Robert Horry, got 7 championships. Don't nobody talk about him.
you're right.
And he
But
ain't
that's what I'm
make a
saying.
percentage of the money that James Harden done made, and
There
James
you
Harden
go.
ain't sniffed the championship.
Right.
Yeah.
So what we saying is, you know, when we make these conversations, bro, we talk about the one off, right? We talk about the elite guy. We talk about, the Shador and the Travis, right? We talk
Mhm.
about those guys. But what
Hmm.
about the other dude? What about the Silman Craigs? That was really a staple on the defense, right?
Yeah.
What about even the linebacker? What's the linebacker that left him with the Alabama? I'm just saying,
Yeah, he
like
had to
without
go get
him,
paid. Hill Green.
yeah, Hill Green. I'm just saying, like those guys are not those guys, and that's any team, right? You can go to Miami, it's gonna be Cam Ward, right? That's it.
Yeah. But
You
then
go
that's
to
why I'm saying in this new era, if you not that guy, if a school offer you the bag because they really need you to come in here and show up a spot on their defense or their offense, and they think you can help them get into the playoffs, if they offer you the bag, are y'all trying to tell these shorties let's turn this down, or y'all trying to tell them to go ahead and take that bag because we don't know if you're gonna get drafted in the first, second, or third round, or even if you're gonna make it in the NFL.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
trying
I
to tell
guess
you
so.
on promo, man.
that's
About the
real.
cat that got offered almost $1 million in high school. Man, you better take that money. What the hell is y'all talking about? No.
Hmm.
You talking about that high school kid that didn't
Yeah,
go.
man, you better take that money, dog. You crazy as hell.
But the thing
If
about
I'm
the
playing
reason
high
why,
school football and I can get paid to play high school football, there's no way I'm not doing it. There's no way.
well, the reason why we were saying that with him, the reason why I was saying that is because he's gonna make that and more in college. And if he got a good thing going with his coaches now, why mess that up going to another school? Like,
What are you talking
The
about?
sooner you can get the bag, the
If he's
better,
already
dog.
worth $1 million, guess what? You ain't gonna mess that up. You gonna still be recruited. So why miss out on a
Hmm.
million dollars?
well,
Right.
what if he get his next school? They're like, look, we paying a meal. We want you to play tight end and D end, and we want you to block on. Like they gonna try to get the most out their money now. This school that got him now, he already got a routine.
As they should. As
So
they
now,
should.
and now it increases him being able to get hurt.
Man, you could get hurt
Man,
walking to the grocery store, dog. It don't matter. If I'm
So
playing
wait.
high school
So
football
this.
and I can get paid $1 million, I'm gold. I don't care.
So a college is paying a high school kid.
No, a high school try to pay him.
Yeah, a kid like 700,000, I think,
A
and like
high
seven hundred
school
and
is
fifty
trying to pay
thousand.
it. Pay a high school kid. Damn.
bro, this shit is out of control, bro. And the sad part about it is you want the shorties to get paid,
Hmm.
but at the same time, I guess I look at it a little different because I do think about the game within itself. Like I feel like, okay, you want to get paid, here's the deal. I mean, you want an NIL, no, I don't care if you pay him a gazillion dollars. That I don't care about. What I do care about is the missionary cats, the cats that just go from school to 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 school, right?
Right.
Because it's not the top players. The problem is it's your secondary players. And those second guys are the ones that really are the heartbeat of your team. Because injuries happen and when a bitch get hurt, you know what I'm saying? And what I don't like is the transfer portal. You got all these transfer portal windows. Like I don't see why you should be able to transfer in the spring and in the summer. I'm sorry, I don't see why. I don't see because everybody, oh, well, the coaches, you ain't never seen a coach leave in April unless he got fired for something. But he ain't never left and go to another school in April.
That's but this is what I say about that, Coach Hayes. These coaches be lying, dog. You
But
know,
guess what? You got to do at some point in life, dog. You got to do your due diligence, dog. What
but
I'm
you know,
saying is, yeah,
dog,
but you got to do your, bro. You got to do your due diligence. Everybody lying. Guess what? These players lie too.
dog, look, if if you got a dad or a mom that plays sports and they kind of know the game, I understand. But if you got a single parent, a grandmama or a mom raising a kid that ain't never played sports, and they going to these schools, these coaches gonna tell these kids everything and make them. Oh, how many videos you done seen with kids like why you decided to go here? It feel like family. It feel like family.
I heard
Man,
it. But I told y'all already. Guess what? They need to hire Coach Hayes. I told you I'll be an advocate, just like they do for special need kid. You hire an advocate to come in there, and make sure to call me. I'll go sit in the meeting with you. And I told people automatically, if you ever say this shit feel like family, Man, get the hell up out of there, dog. Because as soon as you do something wrong, guess what they gonna do? Cut ties with you.
Mm-hmm.
Kick you out
Mm-hmm.
the
Let's call
family.
because they all do it, right? Like you said, every school do it. Hell, even Prime. I'm here to make them young men. But guess what? If he can't ball, Prime ain't trying to spend his time making him no young man. What do you say? Get your ass up out of here. I will
Yep.
find me a baller, right?
I'm bringing my Louis.
Yeah,
What I
I'm just
think
saying
they
it is what
should
it,
do though, I
it is.
think
What
it
it
should
is.
be a minimum on how much like if you crack the start if you in the starting lineup, dog, because we just talked about the big time players getting all the bread and then the secondary players not really getting a lot of cheese. I think they need to include something to where like if you playing, if you cracking the starting lineup, if you playing a certain percentage of plays, like there's a minimum amount of money you should be making, dog. Just like in the league, they got league minimums and stuff like that. I think eventually they're gonna have to add that in, man. They're gonna have to.
Yeah,
What
I feel
what
like
they
every
gonna pay?
5 years stuff gonna get
They gonna
updated and
pay who
changed.
they gonna pay though.
Yeah, I know they're gonna pay who they're gonna pay, but what I'm saying is there needs to be a minimum, dog. Like, ain't no reason why I'm playing every snap on defense and I ain't just right. The guy next to me playing every snap on defense. I'm balling just as much as he balling. He getting $1 million and I'm getting 5K a month.
Now
Like,
this is
no.
what I think right here. Now y'all tell me, does this sound right to keep the integrity of the game, to keep these guys playing balls out, and because that's one thing why people love college more than the NFL because they feel like these guys play every play because how the playoffs was of going to a bowl game and championship, you couldn't lose a game. If they make it with all incentive based like a Ricky Williams contract, where you got to get so many yards, or if you lead the team in catches and touchdowns and tackles now you get more money. I think that'll keep the game competitive.
Hell no. That get the owners the power back. That put the power right back in the owners and the
Because I take
AD
your ass right off
hands.
the field, just like they did Walter Payton at the goal
Exactly.
line.
Pulling right out. Nope, we not running no plays for you. Or we gonna run. We gonna split carries this game. That put the power right back in their hand. Hell no, don't do that.
But what I'm
Now,
saying is somebody on the team gonna be the leading rusher. So the leading rusher is gonna get this money regardless. So if you ain't giving it to this guy, you give it to that guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's incentive based on that team. Every team don't have a leading rusher. The leading rusher get this. The leading tackler get this. The leading interception guy get this. So it is not like they can duck you unless they just favor another guy over you, and now you're transfer out.
Oh, you saying just one person get it? I'm talking. You thinking about like if you get this many tackles, if you get this many, because that's really how incentive based works. It's not just a goddamn trophy for one person who do something. That's not
No,
how it
I'm
works.
saying team by team basis. Like every team. So the leading pass on this team, he gets this amount of money. So say if the starter is hyped up or whatever, he end up getting hurt, or the other guy comes and taking his spot fifth game of the season, and the backer end up beating him out, and so now he should get the starter money instead of the starter getting all that money.
Nah.
the boy Tiger giving out Christmas bonuses.
Yeah,
Man,
no, they ain't doing
bro.
that.
Now I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you what I think the NCAA messed up is where they allowed the collectives because the whole thing was NIL. So the whole issue really was NIL, name, image, and likeness. When you talk about companies, right? Because all the collectives are an extension of the school that's paying money, and there's no obligations. But if the NIL was, somebody use your jersey number or they use you in commercials and so forth and so on, right? And if you look at the NFL, right, you go look at State Farm and all that. That's that's their money. That's their version of NIL. It's a sponsorship, but it's their version of NIL, right? Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. You see what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
where they messed up, in my opinion, is they allow these quote unquote collectives. But where's the NIL? Like, where's the NIL? That's not for your name, image, and likeness. Collective is not for your name, image, and likeness because they're not putting you on campaigns and selling pizza and tires or whatever the hell they got going. So the
You
But
get
thing
niggas,
paid to
was,
play.
you
but niggas,
basically
but
get paid. You get like Pron say, NIL is getting paid to play. That's different than when you out there like Shador on Google. You doing commercials, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's totally different than just getting a check because you go to the school from basically the boosters.
Yeah, they try to use the
But
word collective, man. That's the donors, that's the boosters. It ain't no goddamn. They've
Yeah.
been around forever, but
but
they want to use a
how
new
do you
term
stop
for them
that?
and try to throw people off. It's the same shit.
How
I don't
can
even
you
hear about
stop
this.
it though? You know what I'm saying? You
Well,
can't
you
really
don't
stop
allow it. In essence, right? You don't allow it's still gonna happen, but it ain't in the open, right? And
it.
so
So
because it's out in the open and it's considered legal, now there's no ceiling. So if you think about like Chef brought up blue chips. Okay, they brought Shaq a Lexus. That's nothing now compared to what these dudes getting.
For real, they could buy their
Like,
own Lexus and buy their mom one too with the money
you know
they
what I'm
get.
saying? Like,
yeah.
bro, these dudes, and then they not getting it one time. These boys on payroll.
Yeah,
These boys got direct
they gave the
deposit.
one dude Ricky on there 30,000 cash and a trailer. Man, these dude get 50,000 a month, dog.
And just think about this. They paying these dudes coming out of high school and they paying the dudes that's on the team. Look how much money they've been pocketing over the last 30 years, bro.
Man, bruh. Crazy, dog. And still making you pay to go to school. You got all this damn money. You make man, you better have some free programs around this fuck, man.
Hey, so it's true that these high school kids is getting paid to go on visits.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's been going on, bro.
That's
Let me tell you something. Let me just say it like this. That's been going on. I can tell you that firsthand. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
That's old news.
yeah. They getting paid, man. Cause they think if they can get you there, they do their thing. They put that little thing on you and they got you. So they willing to pay for that. It's unbelievable, man. The game, I'm glad the young brothers getting paid, man. It definitely need a lot more fine tuning, and I think eventually they will. But it's always going to be a loophole. That's how I go.
It just needs some balance, bro. That's it. It just like I'm saying. I don't think. Let's be real. If I'm a coach, how the hell am I supposed to figure out what kind of team I got when 20 people transfer in April?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's on
Like,
you. That's on you as a coach to be more savvy with that to make sure all these dudes on transfer.
but
Because
dog, you can't run a team. But dog, you can't run a team if you're trying to patty cake every damn player. Like what I'm saying is, like for example, spring, as we all know, spring is meant to be hard. It's meant to be tough. It's meant to build team. You can't even yell at a dude. Get in line. Fuck you, coach. I'm leaving.
no, these kids want to know how you really feel about me, and these young kids they looking at these coaches sideways because you saying one thing, but the reps like right now, what's going on with Shador and the Browns? It's like if Shador was in college, he'll transfer out because it's like y'all playing with me. I'm
Yeah, but
doing
that's
my thing.
also yeah, but that's also the young dudes feeling entitled when you got niggas out here balling, right? Like, see, the problem is all this stem back to high school, right? They start as a starter in Pop Warner. They get to high school, they picking whatever high school gonna let them start as a ninth grader. Dog, most kids in ninth grade ain't ready, dog. If you really think about it, a 14-year-old ain't
Yeah.
ready to bang with an 18-year-old,
Yeah,
but they want that right now. So then when they go to college, yeah, you a 5 star, you are this. But you ain't ready to go up the middle of that guy right there, man, with Dan Morgan. He put your ass to sleep.
but give me a situation where you seen a guy that thought he was that and he really wasn't that.
A bunch of them.
I just give me a
Yeah.
situation.
Any 5 star that transferred. There you go. Pick
But
one. Any 5 star out there that transferred that thought they supposed to be the man right away.
I can't say that. I mean, the-
Bro,
even like
everybody ain't.
even like McLean, I didn't think McLean transferred because of play on the field. I think McLean transferred because off the season stuff, all the field stuff, and
No,
not.
that okay, yeah, but we're talking about a dude that's not playing. We talking about these 5 star that come in and think they should be starting right now at corner.
But
And you got to do, and you got a nigga out there like Julio Jones routing you up to sleep.
See, the
'Cause-
kid need to
'cause-
be
hold
more
up.
like Arch Manning, but the
No, but
difference
here's a
between
perfect
him and
example.
Arch Manning got money already.
So here's a perfect example. You brought up McLean. Kamani McLean was a 5-star corner, right?
mm-hmm,
Everybody and their mama wanted him, right?
mm-hmm.
How many times you saw on Well Off Media Xavier Weaver routing his ass up? Now, before you answer that, Xavier Weaver is from Orlando. I ain't never heard of that dude a day in my life. He went to OCP, a little private school. I didn't know that till he went to Colorado. I ain't never heard of the dude, right? Fine. But what people not accounting for, or what these shorties didn't account for, Xavier Weaver is now in what, fifth year of college. He's bigger, faster, stronger, more experienced, being coached up. So he neutralizes your 5-star dog that you ain't really been coached up on.
I mean, I got that, but I also seen McLean pick out Shador, and they ain't did that in the NFL yet. So
Oh,
so
come
he
on, Tiger. God damn, you gotta stop this, bro.
how I got to get a man who like his prop, like he did stuff that some guys couldn't do. He was who he was. Give me an example of a guy, another guy that just thought he was way better than what he was. Like I want to say Rashada, but I ain't
There you
never
go.
really seen Rashada play for real. He chasing the bag to me. He just chasing the bag.
he hustling.
So like I said, give me an example of a guy that was out there and he just like I don't know this guy from North Carolina, his number one offensive lineman that just transferred to Syracuse. I went and
Mhm.
looked at him. He looked decent. He didn't look like no number one offensive lineman to me. But I haven't watched a lot of
He
North
was number
Carolina.
one coming out of high school.
Yeah, he was the number one offensive lineman coming out of high school in 24, I want to say. 24,
Okay.
23, one or the other. And he just transferred to Syracuse.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know if he just didn't want to play for Belichick and he want to play for Fran Brown. I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. Like you do the breakdowns of all these kids, you know more of these high school kids than me.
Exactly. And
I,
a lot of them ain't blue. Like when I look at it, I give you blue chip because you gotta be blue chip in 4 to 5 categories. That's the only way you get blue chip. 4 to 5 or 5 to 5.
mm-hmm.
Everybody ain't blue chip status. They may ball out like that, but blue chip status to me is you check all these boxes, maybe except one, right? If you ain't fast, but you 6'4", you might be short, but you lightning. You run a 4'3". You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta have one or the other. You know what I
We're
mean?
gonna we're gonna find out this year with Bryce Underwood because I feel like he gonna get thrown in there right away. We're gonna be able to
Yeah.
see if he was
I,
really ready or not. If
I
Salters wouldn't have came to Colorado, we would have got to see with Juju if he was ready or not. So I think sometimes, and with the transfer portal, I think it's going to be tough for us to see that now, especially at the quarterback position, because I feel like a lot of these schools, if they got a 5-star quarterback coming in, they still gonna bring in somebody that's seasoned to kind of like take
Understood.
over the tours.
now see, look, I can't say Nico at Tennessee because Nico took them to the playoffs. Like, how much better do he got to be?
Yeah,
I heard it
I
was a lot
like
about
Nico.
it was a lot about the playbook for him. I heard that's what I heard.
Yeah, he said he wanted to change because he didn't like the playbook. Yeah,
But here's the perfect thing: when you talk about people colluding, why is he not at a better school?
I think he want
Not
to go
at
back to
where?
Cali, man. I think that was a lot of traveling on him, and I think he want to play for a coach that he can believe in. I think they believe in, and then in Foster.
Or
They
Brent
colluded
Oakwood.
against him, man. Anytime you try to step aside and act like you bigger than the program, bro, they not having it. They don't care if you white, black, brown, pink. They not playing that, bro.
Where's he at now? Sacramento
Eli
State or
Manning got
something, right?
lucky that the Giants wanted him, huh?
Where's he at now? Sacramento State. I
Nah,
hate that
he
one.
at UCLA.
UCLA, yeah.
Oh, UCLA. Which one? Which
Rashada
is?
went to Sacramento State.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we know a little ball over here, but y'all still ain't gave me a guy that was a 5-star that transferred. That wasn't that. Y'all ain't gave me that yet now.
What about the Bear? What about the Bear kid? He done transferred about 3 times now. Is he nice on the field?
Oh, Bear Bryant.
Yeah.
I mean Bear Bryant. Bear Alexander.
Where's he at now?
I don't know where he is
I don't
now.
know where he at lately. I know
They keep paying him,
they're
so he
talking
must
about
be.
Colorado that he was finna try to come here, but they're like, nah, he ain't coming here. But he keep jumping around. Like, is he think he better than he is? Like, is that an example
I,
or
well, I think he going to the highest bidder because it's not like people don't want him. People
yeah,
want him when he jump out in that portal.
yeah. But the
Mm-hmm.
teams that like, man, I don't know,
Because
man.
let's look at it. He was at Georgia first. Then he went to
Mm-hmm.
USC. USC been doing terrible with defensive players. So everybody been jumping ship with defensive players. Now he went to Oregon. Oregon Nike money. They do say he won a championship, so he willing to pay whatever.
Oh, I got one for you. Your boy Boo Carter. Your boy Boo Carter.
No,
Thought he was that guy, and he ain't
we
touched the
don't really know
field
that.
yet.
He ain't transferred though.
But he did, cause he was committed to us, wasn't he?
Nah,
I
nah,
say us,
transfer. You got to leave your school. He was Mr. Tennessee. He's still at Tennessee.
but he thought he was ready to go right away.
He played last year. They said he played. I didn't see him. We're gonna find out this year if he gonna play because I'm gonna be
Nah, it
watching.
ain't found out this year. We was talking about players who thought they was ready to go right away.
No, we were talking about players that thought they was really good and they jumped in the portal because they thought they was a 5-star and they supposed to play. He didn't leave.
Oh, you said they had to jump in the portal. Okay.
Yeah. See, Cole Hayes
Oh,
can't even take nobody.
they
He
said Bear at Oregon.
I would
Wow,
eat some ice cream, dog. My bad. I wasn't paying attention. You know what
Is
I'm
he at Oregon?
man, you pay
Bear at
attention.
Oregon
You
now.
look at all these dudes, all these videos, which guy done jumped in the portal that thought he was better than what he was.
But
bro?
that's the thing, though. Like they know, a lot of them know they're not better than what they were, so they not finna jump in the portal. They're gonna stay where they getting that bag at.
And then that's crazy too, right? You paying the cat all his money, and he's sitting on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that.
But
I was talking to my dog, but he was like, "Man, this job crazy out here, man."
but see, to me, it ain't crazy because we ain't look behind the curtain to see how much money really behind the curtain. So we don't really know what they giving these dudes. They could still be giving these dudes 20% of the money.
No, even with what they're getting them, even the highest paid people still getting a drop in a bucket, man. You know how much money college football make?
Well, of course. I mean, that's business, though, right? Think about it. The NFL, the owners paying these people $250 million damn dollars. They ain't giving them their last.